Hello.
Casey, you need to stop garbling yourself like this if you want to keep in control of this.
That sounds like a threat.
I mean, all I have to do is listen for the telltale click of you starting the podcast, and then I can say, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 245."
See, audience, you're probably going to be confused by that garbled mess that patient just said. That's
Why?
probably because I cut out about a third of a second from every part of that. So every second I would cut out a third of a second because I control the editing. So, if you want to try and take my position from me, you can pry it from my cold, dead fingers. Unless you want to do the editing, in which case,
No, what we want is for Kenshi to do the editing, because the podcast was great when he was...
I don't have time for that.
I know. Not
Yeah.
saying we have time for it, just that we don't like it.
So, podcast episode 2, 4, 5?
Yes.
Really? Holy
According-
shit, how did I do that? It's like I'm psychic or something. How could I possibly have known what number we would be on?
So
The more you talk, Casey, the more it's clear that you're just putting on a show. Well, of course
There's a
you're
level of passive aggressive going on here that I think is not suitable for young audiences.
So I'm Casey. Hi. Patient's mad at me. Patient's also here. He's mad at me. Did I mention?
Hello, everyone.
Kenchi's also here. He's not so mad at me.
Hi, I'm Kenchi618. Did you know that retractable staffs cut the shit out of your hands if you don't know how to use them?
Ouch. How does that even work? Staffs are blunt weapons, aren't they?
This thing isn't an actual weapon. It's hollow inside, basically. So, like, it's made of, like, sheet metal.
Oh. Ouch.
So when it retracts, it's, like, sharp at the end in a circular form.
Yeah, that's not pleasant to think about.
I mean, it's fine. I can use it now, but the first day sucked because I didn't realize how sharp it would be. Cut my hand up.
You cut yourself on a blunt weapon. That's...
I mean, it's sharp. That like you don't know. If you touched it, you wouldn't be saying that. So my blood's all over at this point.
Well, that
Isn't it
just
with your
sells
blood,
the gimmick even more, really.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
powered by the blood. Okay. Hi, everybody. I've been playing Smash Bros.
It's pretty good, right?
I played like 7 hours with a friend the other day.
Zero will probably be my mountain to climb in that game, I imagine.
I'm having a lot of fun playing Zelda.
I get the feeling you're playing it right now, somehow.
Yes.
Just based
Yes,
on...
I am.
Mm-hmm. I got
Maybe
that
the
feeling.
minor clicking of the game controller
Mm-hmm.
using.
Yep. Sounds about right. Is it a GameCube controller?
It is a Power A wireless GameCube controller that is has all the buttons that the Switch would need, so it works with other games too.
Oh.
I actually took it out and I was using it for Rogue Legacy, and all of a sudden I became really good at Rogue Legacy.
All right, so patient had something he wanted to say about Fortnite or something. I've forgotten what happened like 3 minutes ago. This is not great.
What happened 3 minutes ago was that I was trying to make a joke about us not having posted in a fortnight, which, for those unfamiliar with British terminology, means 2 weeks. And I was...
Technically, it means 14 nights. Thank you very much.
Do you qualify a week as something other than 7 days, Casey?
That's the thing. It's 14 nights, not 14 days.
Okay, that's fair. My apologies.
He's British,
It's not
he
at
has the
all, but
power.
okay, I'll take it. Sorry, you were saying?
It's irrelevant at this point. Though I'm looking forward to the Anime Reflux being posted where there's a little something about football.
You mean soccer?
This level of passive aggressiveness is not suitable for young audience.
I don't know
Well,
I don't know what's happening.
Flux is passive aggressive.
No idea what's happening right now.
Should I just go ahead and go first, Casey?
Sure.
All right. So this past weekend, I was in Kingsville, a small college town near the Gulf of Mexico, where my sister was attending college. She graduated summa cum laude this past weekend.
Nice. Congratulations.
She was also the distinguished student of the honored college. So I'm really proud of her. She's just amazing. Going to be a pharmacist with her. And she's getting accepted to one of the best schools for it in the country.
All right, then.
So there's that. I spent this past weekend attending the graduation. Back. Now we're back home. I'm enjoying the day off. Still not having a lot of trouble. Not having a lot of luck. Having a lot of trouble finding a new job. The sooner I can get out of this, the better.
How was the Crimbim party?
The what?
The Christmas party.
Oh, that. It's really been that long. My apologies. It was a lot of time sitting down and being forced to listen to the president, the CEO of the bank, go on and on about his Republican viewpoints. Yeah.
That sounds like a blast. Oh, wow. Sure does sound like great fun for the entire family.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to save that kind of talk for your family get-togethers, so you can learn to hate each other all over again. It's my usual understanding of things.
I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. Just reaffirming that I need to get out as quick as I
Zero? Seriously?
Sorry.
No one gets to complain about my mechanical keyboard anymore. Christ.
Alright. Okay, so that's the work.
I was fighting 2 Mega Men.
I got Smash 2. I was planning on pre-ordering the Smash bundle with the custom Joy-Con Switch. Didn't have a Switch before. Then, when I went to the store the day after it was released, I found out that, the pre-order, it was actually made available a month before the game was released.
Yeah, I pre-ordered my game in August.
The game came out on December 8th, 7th, one of those.
7th.
And the package, the bundle that they made available, the one with the Switch in it, apparently you could have picked up the Switch a whole month in advance, and because I waited so long now, the only place I can get one is overpriced on Amazon or eBay or one of those. So I got back the money that I had put down on it, and my very, very, very generous mother decided to buy my siblings and I a Switch and the game as a Christmas present, even though I'm pretty sure she had all my Christmas presents. So, I am still overwhelmed by it, and I need to do something very special for her. Maybe I'll make some bananas Foster. She loves bananas Foster. That would be a good idea. So, Spirit of Christmas has been around, and like I said, the people are why I stay at my current job. Well, they're why I still enjoy my current job. There was a Secret Santa thing that we had, and the person who got mine, got me a couple of nice gifts, so that was nice. And then my manager, yesterday out of nowhere, brought me a new necktie.
Oh.
A very nice. Yeah. She's really nice. Just really wants us to be successful in what we have to do. She's driven, so things are going about as well as they can. Just relying on good luck going forward. Yes. Back to the game. I've started World of Light. I hate Ashley.
You know, once you have the screen flip immunity, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I didn't take the path that leads to that quickly. My sister did. She got the one that leads to screen flip immunity right before she fought Slowpoke, who, flips the screen. Here I am, just struggling.
Which path did you take?
The left, Marth.
Yeah.
I went for the right first. One thing I would say though is when it flips the screen, you can just pause it, maybe flip your Switch upside down, and then keep playing, or play upside down. At least you can pause it.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that sounds like it would not work very well, based on the fact that your movement stick would be on the wrong side.
Well, if you turn your head upside down, it should work. It keeps the movement the same.
If you turn your head upside down and the Switch upside down, then nothing changes.
Well, you keep the Switch right side up and you turn it. Look, okay, I can play upside down. I don't know why you guys are all complaining about it.
It's left to right that it swaps, not up and down.
Ah, yeah. In that case, just mentally change your way of thinking, and it works.
Ignoring that, worse than Ashley is Victini. I have yet to get that one. Have any of you gotten that one?
Yeah, I got Victini. I've been playing Smash since 64, okay?
Well, so have I. I missed Melee somehow, but I've played all of the others.
Victini is... Tell me when you get Dr. Wily, because I still haven't gotten Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily? Isn't he in Mother Base?
You have to fight 8 Metal Mega Men.
I think I tried that one when I was... Yeah, I saw him appear on the Spirit board.
Yeah, his is one of the
God,
toughest.
Okay, you could have just said that instead of hammering your fingers on your keyboard, but okay.
Do you just not want any spoilers, or are you just not interested?
I have nothing to say about this. So
It's
and this
not
is
like
gonna
there
take
are
a
any
while.
spoilers anyway. It's not a thing in that game.
Fair enough. Well, except for watching the cutscenes, which I have deliberately refrained from doing.
I didn't know there were any cutscenes.
Well, there's the opening one, and I've seen a YouTube video that has a compilation of cutscenes, so I've got to assume that there's...
I won't say anything wrong. I'm pretty sure there's an ending cutscene as well as there is a spoiler. There are spoilers in World of Light.
Yeah.
Not as much as you might think, but there are spoilers.
Fair enough.
World of Light is awesome, though. Sakurai did say blatantly that it's nothing like the Subspace Emissary, and that's fine. It's still awesome. I love the mechanics of being able to use some of the spirits you have to get past obstacles, just involving them that little bit more in the game. I love that. So, I have not come even close to one. I'm a bit embarrassed that the other day when I saw a silhouette of a character that I was about to Snake, and it was actually Ryu.
I could understand that. They both have
Yeah,
bandanas, and
I could understand that as well.
Yeah.
I just recently, a few days ago, I unlocked every character.
Hmm.
So I was like, I had to do that because it's like my brother's going to be over and he's going to want to play Smash, and I had a friend I was going to have over to play, so I went through it. I unlocked every character, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. Now let me see. Any recommendations for other Switch games to get? I mean, Odyssey, Super Mario Party, Wild are up there, but any other suggestions?
Golf Story.
Golf Story.
It's a nice, fun little game. It's framed around golf, but it's not strictly just like, hey, you play 18 holes and that's the game. There's a story to it that involves playing golf to solve puzzles and things.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I would also say if you haven't played Shovel Knight, the Treasure Trove is collection that's there.
No, I haven't played Shovel Knight, but I've heard great things about it.
Yeah. So you can get the Treasure Trove, and that has like 3 games in it. So
right then,
that's actually really good. Great value.
There's the Bayonetta 1 and 2, but I don't know whether that'll be up your street. I'm not sure.
Not really. I mean, it doesn't look bad, fan service aside, just...
Mario Tennis Aces is pretty fun. But, if you're not into the tennis gameplay, that's perfectly fine. Splatoon 2 is pretty fun. Like the story mode is okay, but then the Octo expansion happened, and then all of that was a fantastic story mode.
Nice.
Kirby Star Allies is continuously getting content, or it just got its last DLC pack that was free, and so that's a lot of fun. Although the gameplay it's easy in the first time you go through the story mode, but there are much more difficult things that you can do in the bonus modes after you beat the main game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you want a big RPG.
I mean,
what was that one?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you want a big JRPG.
Of course.
Octopath Traveler, if you want a turn-based JRPG.
No way.
I'll try and keep quiet on that one.
No, Casey, by all means, tell me.
I'm not a fan of that developer and their particular style. It might be a love it or hate it kind of game experience.
Yeah, I'm not too into Octopath Traveler myself, or I haven't played the Bravely series or anything. But I know people who are, and they tend to really like the turn-based gameplay. So that's kind of like, it's not for me, but it could be for you.
Yeah, I mean, I do like turn-based gameplay. It's part of why I've been meaning to get into the Fire Emblem. But we'll see what happens.
Also, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is surprisingly good.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
It is like, but what if Mario was XCOM though? But like a simpler, like more pared down XCOM.
I need to play that still. It's still a funny concept.
Right. All right. Thanks for all the suggestions.
Luigi with a sniper rifle.
So, no, I'm not. I don't know what you just said, and I'm not sure I want to know. So I'm just going to move on from there. Surely there must be something else that I can talk about. This Bites is coming along better now. Now that Zomniac's finals week is over. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll almost certainly have the next chapter finished before Christmas. And we'll see what happens from there. We've definitely got planned out what we want to do next. It's just a matter of time and inspiration for us. Meanwhile, just doing what we can. And Anything noteworthy in real life? My workouts are still going all right, so there's that. And at the suggestion of a friend, I'm sure that I'm going to get some incredulous responses. At the suggestion of a friend who is a huge fan of the franchise, I watched Jurassic Park for the first time last.
Okay. I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure that film came out when you were very, very young, if you were born at all. So I can kind of understand that.
I'm sorry, did you just say if I was born at all?
Yeah, I don't know when you were born. I don't know how old you are. I just know that you left college very recently. So you must be what, 23, 24? Sorry?
25.
25. So Jurassic Park was 95, I think?
Not sure.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You would have been super young when it came out. So that's all
2
I'm
years
saying.
old because I was born in 95 and I'm 23.
Yeah. So I can understand not seeing it. It wasn't technically before your time, but it might as well have been.
Fair enough. All right. Let me see. Was there anything?
What did you think of it, by the way?
I liked it. I particularly liked Jeff Goldblum's performance, believe it or not. I've heard mixed feelings about his performance.
It's very memey. It's like he was trying to do the kind of quirky random character before that was a thing. So
I see. Well, yeah, I liked it a fair amount. I wasn't fond of Hammond being willfully blind, but I mean, the friend of mine that I mentioned, very passionate about the entire franchise, and Dylan talks about it. Probably going to be watching the second film soon.
So there is a very silly scene in that film. You will know it when you see it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Tell a lie. There are multiple very silly scenes in that film.
Yeah, I figured. How could there not be? All right. Yeah, I really don't think that there's anything else noteworthy. I don't think I even have any recommendations, unfortunately. Let me double check my list of favorited stories, and no, there's nothing new here. Nothing that's even been updated lately. So I'm afraid that's where I have to leave it. My apologies. What am I saying? I've gone on for too long already, haven't I?
You've gone on for about 17 minutes. That's fine.
Well, to be fair, a good chunk of that was Smash.
It's fine.
It's a great franchise.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yep. All right. So, who's next?
Kenju.
Oh, okay. Well, I just been sitting here playing with this retractable staff, trying to get down my recovery time, putting it away so I can use it in wrestling matches. Let's see what's happened this week. Oh yeah, I got a concussion on Sunday.
Of course you did.
Start with the injury report. It wasn't my fault. A friend lifted me up for a body slam, and he spun around about 3 or 4 times while he had me up there because, I was basically holding myself up. So he could do that to make it look fancy. Only on the fourth turn, he slipped and fell with me up there. So he slammed me down and landed on top of me. And when I mean on top of me, I mean on my head. So I have a concussion. And the left side of my face looks like Two-Face. Not Nolan Two-Face. I mean, Batman animated series Two-Face.
That's not much better, but okay. At least your job is behind the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had to spend all night telling everyone again and again as they came in what face. So I had a picture of my friend. He's a gigantic dude with a beard. He's the one that's in the 618 Slam video.
I forgot I called it that.
So he's like 265 pounds, and he looks scary. He's the nicest dude, but he looks scary. So they're like, yeah, I can understand why that guy did face. They don't understand that he's really nice. But hey, whatever. Stuff happens. So I'm dealing with that right now. Also, on Friday, I went to see Into the Spider-Verse.
I read
I also
you did that.
saw that.
Yes.
Let me just start off by saying that movie's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can go.
Haven't had more fun in a movie theater since Thor Ragnarok. That was a great movie. Say what you want to say, sir, because you have words, I can tell.
So, I went into that, and my parents had heard from friends that they really liked it, and that was enough to convince them to actually go. So when I saw it with my parents, and I was like, the animation in that movie is just so amazing, and the way that it blends all these different animation styles together, because you meet all the different Spider-Men, and they all look very different from one another, because they each carry their own styles, and it's just, I'm so happy, so good.
It's been greenlit for a sequel, which I'm happy for. I just hope they don't milk.
Oh, it has? Oh, that makes me excited.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like one of the most original superhero movies I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's partially due to the fact that it's animated. So
That whole last sequence is one of the most colorful and beautiful endings to a superhero movie.
Okay, so let me ask. This film, is it more on the Lego Batman side or the Thor Ragnarok side in terms of superhero comedy?
It's not I wouldn't call this one a pure comedy.
yeah, it's not pure comedy at all. It's just
There's lots of comedy in it, but it is.
it's played straight.
It's played straight.
That's not the tone I got at all from the trailers.
There is it's about Miles Morales, and he has a character arc, and it's treated at least seriously.
There's no leaning on. There is some leaning on the fourth wall slightly, but not much. Damn you, Spider-Ham. But
Peter
it's
Porker.
Yeah, it's played straight. It's just that it doesn't forget the fact that superheroes are kind of supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So it's a fun movie.
It felt good to watch that because it was so true to the comics, but yeah, also told its own story. So, yeah, genuinely an amazing superhero movie.
Yes, go watch this movie. Like now. Like pause this. Go watch that movie. This will be here later.
Or don't do that.
No, do what I said.
Incidentally, should this be in the link dump?
Good point.
Thank you.
Okay, judgy.
No, sorry. Sorry.
I'm joking, dude. Chill.
Let's see what else has Kenshi got. Not much else really. Did another chapter of Extraordinary Times that came out like 4 hours ago.
Yep, and it's where I figured out that you were going to tell people to stop listening to the podcast to go watch the film. Yes, I saw that coming. I also saw that fucking... You quoted Team 4-Star again, and I don't know whether you even realize it.
I don't even remember. It's entirely possible, but I don't know.
When Bellamy comes to the final realization, he's like, oh,
yeah, that. I didn't even do that on purpose.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah. I was tempted to write in Hellzone Grenade in a review and just Yeah. Okay.
I probably wouldn't have understood what that was if you were talking about it.
Yep. That's why I didn't do it. So I could call. We were doing the podcast in like 3 hours, so I was like, I'll just get him then. It's fine.
Fair enough. I didn't even know I'd done that.
I don't really know whether it's fair for me to call you out on that because it means I also am so stupidly enamored with their content that I can just pick out lines like that too. It might be worse even.
Oh, by the way, speaking of T4 Star, we never actually talked about Helsing finales.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Interesting and hilarious.
I don't really have much more to say about it. It was pretty good.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I just want to bring it up to everyone's attention for those who care.
I watched the live stream of them releasing that, and wow, Takahata was really dedicated to doing the series. Because he went on for a while of thanking people and talking people up and for like 20 minutes before he let them actually start the episode. So
let's see. I'm trying to figure anything else I got. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's it, guys.
Yay.
Zero just unmuted himself like he wants to talk. Zero, what would you like to talk about?
So I did see Into the Spider-Verse as well. Yeah, I missed the end credits scene because I didn't think there would be one. And
it wasn't important. It wasn't important, but it was fun.
So that made me a bit sad.
That's kind of on you, really. It's a Marvel film, technically.
It's hard to tell these days.
You might have enjoyed it.
I found out what it was afterwards, and I know I would. So, anyways, aside from that, I've been playing a lot of Smash, as we had that previous conversation. I've found, again, that Zelda, I don't know why, but she's just everything I have a problem with in World of Light. I'm just going to bring out Zelda. She'll solve it. It's so good. She's so much faster, and now she's actually viable. As opposed to like previous games, I couldn't even use this character. And I also really like the new design, so it's like, yeah, I'm going to play Zelda. How have you been enjoying it, Casey?
I haven't played it as much recently. I'll get into that. But
okay.
I should probably at some point like start trying out other characters. But because I'm doing World of Light, I get one every like 2 hours of gameplay. So.
Well, you know, you can also play classic mode for a bit. That's also fun, and that can unlock some characters.
I'll do that, but I'll get to it. It's kind of the thing.
Yeah. Aside from that, so I finished up the current arc for the D&D game that I'm DMing, and it turned out okay. Nobody died, which was nice. And also, they got some Star Wars themed items because it was the character arc of the Jedi of the group. One such item is the Belt of Chewie, which turns your race into Wookiee. The Princess's Hair Buns, which grant you the immunity to the deafened condition, and you can gain persuasion advantage on a persuasion check once a day.
Wait, does that imply that if Chewie doesn't have the belt, he's actually just a dude?
What was that?
Never mind.
It's the Belt of Chewie. The whistle of the Millennium Falcon. Once per day summons the Millennium Falcon. A giant falcon. Just fun stuff like that. And gonna be off next week for that, and then come the 29th, I'm gonna be having a special Christmas themed one shot where I just told them all, hey, give me your character 100 words or less, and you can't describe their appearance, but you can't say what their race is and what their personality is like. and I'm going to be using. They'll be controlling the character sheets and the stats and everything, and I'm looking forward to that. They have to escape Santa's workshop.
Okay.
The characters got turned into toys, and now they have to escape Santa's workshop. I get random ideas for these things. Okay. Aside from all of that, I'm going to be going to see Once Upon a Deadpool today because I like Deadpool.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm also going to be seeing Aquaman when that comes out. Who's excited for Aquaman?
I really like Jason Momoa.
So do
Awesome.
I.
So I'm kind of conflicted about this whole thing.
I'm going to go see it. My dad already bought tickets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it too.
And
I'm
I'll be
conflicted.
back like next week to tell you all about it.
As will I. I will either co-sign or dispute you.
Was he in Justice League? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, he was.
Was he good in it?
That's a zero question.
Was he good in Justice League?
I mean,
You
it's a
mean-
low bar, but yes, was he good in it?
It's hard to say that when they shoved in Atlantis and these people that you don't know into that movie, and it was confusing, and he seemed to come out of literally nowhere at one point.
Right. So wait for this. Wait for Aquaman to give him a fair chance.
Yeah.
He probably came out of the ocean. Just saying.
No, they're in a
Which-
sewer, and he just appears to beat the bad guy.
Yeah, and if he
Like-
did come out of the ocean, which ocean?
But
There are
it's,
many.
Atlantic, probably.
It's a case where I felt like he wasn't like he had one good funny scene. It was nice, but overall he contributed pretty much nothing to that movie, other than being there. So I will see what they do with this. So looking forward to liking or hating it, I guess.
I might go to the
Is-
pictures over Christmas. Well, it's just probably going to be empty, so...
Yeah, as for Christmas, that's right around the corner. Having all the, the family coming back together, and my mom is a teacher, so she's going to be home now because she no longer has to deal with kids for a little while.
Yeah.
So what happens when you work with kindergartners? You really appreciate your breaks. So, yeah. Overall, good sense of community. Gonna be binging Christmas movies, and hoping that Santa comes by my house so that I can beat him and steal his money.
Muppet Christmas Carol. You must.
I must become the Tim Allen.
I haven't seen that one, believe it or not.
You should.
I know. We have it on VHS, even, but I've never seen it.
Well, you're not going to with it on VHS. So...
I know. I know.
Seriously,
I'm
though,
sure.
Michael Caine is Scrooge and the Muppets. Like, there is no way to get that wrong. That's fucking great.
Well, except for the part where there are two Jacob Marleys.
Yeah, it's Stantler and Waldorf.
I know,
Statler
I
and
know.
Waldorf. Stantler. That's the Pokemon version.
It would be appropriate for Christmas.
They should do that, though. That'd be good. It's just in a Pokemon episode, there's just a... in a balcony seating. Anyway. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Christmas
Christmas
films.
movies are fun. Everybody
Yeah.
should go watch this year.
No, I'm
As
good.
they should always watch Elf.
No.
My mother is extremely fond of Elf. My father and I are not as open to Will Ferrell as she.
Yes. You know, you understand. I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the movie, but Will Ferrell is just. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I get you. I got it.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, go watch Elf and have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Except
what
for
other good
like,
Christmas films are there?
I'm a big fan of Jingle All the Way
Ah,
with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah, I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Put that cookie down.
I do like the Santa Claus movies. I haven't seen them in a while though. What?
Oh, boy.
I like the first one, but it's just a thing from another show that we've done
Okay.
that Zero pointed out to me that I still find funny whenever
It's
anyone
just
brings
the
up
Santa Claus.
I want to say that there are other Christmas movies that I like. I mean, I saw White Christmas once, and that was good. Have you seen that?
Every year, me and my family will watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I was gonna say It's a Wonderful Life is
Yeah,
a big one.
that one never gets old.
I've never seen it. It doesn't really come on TV in this country, as far as I've seen. For some
Shame.
reason.
It's pretty good. It's really good. Has a nice structure to it and a nice lesson, I guess. But it's a whole thing with the main character stuck in this small town, working for a loan and building a loan, and he's being kind of pushed out of town by big business guy doing his thing, which is ripping people off and making them live in slums.
So it's kind of the Christmas Carol story from I forgot his name. Scrooge's assistant.
He kind of
Pratchett's?
Yeah, from his perspective, kind of thing.
but he kind of hates his life and the way that's going, and all he wants to do is leave and go out and explore the world, and he can never do that. He can't even go to college because problems keep happening in his life and in his family, and he responds to that, and he's a good person, but he just hates everything that happens to him, and eventually he ends up in a situation where he's just desperate and tries to kill himself, but then is rescued by a literal angel who...
Well, don't spoil everything.
Yeah, literally giving the synopsis. In fairness, it's a Wonderful Life. This film is like 50 years old.
It's a really old movie.
It's like saying Rosebud. Like, come on, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it like it's liable to spoil protection policy. But it is. I will stop there though, because the angel thing is easy enough to guess just from the first few minutes of the movie.
Yeah, they do pretty much give away that he's going to be attempting suicide and that there's angels involved. They'd give that away right at the start.
Yeah, so I don't consider that a spoiler, but like, just general details, it's very good and would recommend.
On other Christmas films, I like the Home Alone movies. I've seen the first 3, and I like those. Not sure about the 4th one.
Can we also talk about the really good Christmas movie, Die Hard?
I also
that
saw
always stumps someone.
Like, it's a Christmas movie.
It's set at Christmas, but it has nothing to do with It's kind of thing. I love it every time.
Every time.
I mean, technically speaking, Home Alone is also a Christmas movie in that sense. If you think about it, it's not actually about Christmas at all.
Fair enough. Yeah, people keep saying that. So I also like the Polar Express, though. I mean, I say that. I don't think I've seen it since the film came out.
Okay, so I just saw a video on mocap movies like Polar Express, and I got to see Polar Express again after not seeing it for so very long. Oh, it looks terrifying. Oh, the faces and everything. It just looks bad. It
Polar
looks
Express
really
is
bad.
usually held up as an example of the uncanny valley.
It has aged extremely poorly. Like, as a kid, sure, it's fine. As an adult, you're like, this will haunt me a bit. But also, Nightmare Before Christmas is always a good Christmas movie.
It's always a good Halloween movie, too.
Yeah, I need to watch that again.
Never gets old.
Never gets old.
Anyway. Yeah, we just ended up sharing our favorite Christmas movies.
Well, it's
And
Christmas
nothing
season.
wrong with that at this time of year.
Yeah.
Especially since this is the last podcast until Christmas. No, the last podcast before Christmas.
Yeah,
Next
we're gonna try and record something next week. By the way, audience. But if we do it all, it will be coming out Thursday because that's when we're recording. Yeah. So that may or may not happen. Still up in the air. Depends on when people are free.
I got myself some hot cocoa.
Oh,
Like, I can make
My
myself
mother,
something.
my mother is making English coffee. It's delicious.
Nothing's like drinking hot cocoa, sitting by the fireplace.
Sorry,
Like,
I thought you-
Super Smash Brothers!
Yeah, forget it. I'm bowing. Casey, I believe it's your turn.
yay! God, what the hell have I done? I've been doing Christmas shopping because, Christmas. Surprisingly easy this year because one person wanted vouchers, and another couple of people wanted me to donate to a cause that they support, charity. So, okay, I can do that. My stepsisters are usually the biggest problem, mostly of my own making because I gave them good gifts a couple of years in a row and now they expect them. So, yeah, I have to think about good and unique and interesting gifts that most people, wouldn't think to give them. So that's always cool. Yay. But oh well, I managed, I think. We'll find out on Christmas, I guess. They'll probably tell me they like it anyway because they're, good people. But aside from that, oh, right. I bought another game because it turns out another game came out on the day that fucking Smash came out.
Katamari Damacy reroll?
Yes.
Yeah!
Okay, my history with the Katamari franchise is I didn't play the ones that were the original ones. I played the one on 360 and I played the one on PS3, which are supposed to be the not so great ones. Frankly, I preferred them, to be honest. Because this one is the first one remastered, so, basically scaled up the resolution of the textures and things. So it's a little janky. It doesn't play in as refined a way as the later ones did. It doesn't have the scummy DLC practices that those other two games had, but that's Bandai Namco. That's kind of a thing you expect and can safely ignore. But yeah, I've been having fun with it, rolling up people and dogs and
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
it's definitely not at the speed of sound. If you try rolling around fast, you're going to hit something and explode all of your shit.
I've never actually played Katamari, any of the games. And I am actually, thinking about picking the game up once I get that Christmas money.
Yeah, it is fun. It's quirky. Like I say, it's a little janky than later games are.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
It really, when they added the jump in the second game, which I haven't played, that was a really, really important step because it has this mechanic in the game where if you hit something, you lose some of the shit that's on your ball that you're trying to collect. So when it asks you to climb surfaces, which you do by pushing yourself up against the wall and then just pushing forward until you start rolling up it, that doesn't go so great. Because what that effectively means in game terms is you are repeatedly slamming yourself against a wall. So, yeah, kind of hoping they either re-release the second game where there's a jump or make a new one with the good mechanics in it. But for now, this one's pretty fun.
Well, here's hoping that the remaster kind of pave a way for them to make a new one, you know?
It released on the same day as Smash. What do you think's going to happen?
You know? I mean, it's pretty much obvious it's death sentence, but still. You can always hope, I guess.
It released on the same day as Smash as an exclusive on the same console as Smash. It's not.
It's a death sentence like Bumblebee opening the same weekend as Aquaman.
The fuck is Bumblebee?
That's coming out the same weekend. Really? Yeah. Okay, so Bumblebee is a Transformers movie based around Bumblebee, the Transformer, and that's it.
Yeah, okay, I think that was deliberate that they put that on the same day. It's like, oh no, we came out on the same day as Aquaman. Poor Kay. How did the audience not? Yeah, it's an excuse for the film being shit. So, what else did I do? Oh yeah, I remembered I have an obligation, a game series that I need to finish before a certain date in January. So I went back to the old grindstone of Kingdom Hearts. Yay. Patient unmuted himself. I wonder why. So yeah, still playing Birth by Sleep. Still doing my first playthrough with Terra. And I finished the Disney World. Like the Disney World, with the racetrack and the volleyball and the rhythm game with the ice cream. That was weird. I remember Patient saying that I had to do that 3 times. Like, had to do that in every playthrough. But I've gotten the trophies for doing all of those things already. Is there something else that I'm missing that I need to do?
Yep. You need to complete the journal.
Oh, shit. Hellzone grenade. It's a callback. So, okay. Well, that's not so bad. Like, it's a little time consuming, but it's fine. Like, the racing game, it rubber bands so hard that you can basically win without trying. Yeah. And the ice cream thing, it's fine. And the volleyball thing can suck a dick. But it's tolerable. There's only 3 matches. So, yeah.
The Mirage Arena is going to be the tough part.
I still haven't even looked at that. When's a good idea to start looking at that? Like, about what point? Just, like, when I'm finishing up?
I mean, you can start looking at it as early as you want. But, I mean, there are 2 parts to it. There's the command board. You have to beat each board once. And then there's all of the event matches. Those are tricky. There are some unversed that only appear there. Most notably the Iron Imprisoner. Every time you fight the guy, he gets harder. And then near the end, there's a boss rush mission.
I didn't like fighting the bosses the first time, but okay. That's when you get overpowered and do stuff. Oh, and also, I guess there are those little bonus boss things in this game as well.
Yeah,
like there were in 2. Because I've seen them, I have not bothered to try any of them. Because
I've only unlocked the bonus boss on one file because Iron Imprisoner 3 is just ridiculous. And he's not even the final version.
this is going to be another scenario where I got stuck right at the bonus bosses because I'm playing on critical again, isn't it?
Probably.
Alright. But yeah, I'm back to playing that, and it's my mom's birthday today, so I need to get all that stuff sorted today, and then I can go back to playing that. Just
Happy
relax
birthday.
until, Christmas starts rolling around. Okay. I think that's everything, though. I haven't done much. I finished out a chapter of Skyrim Fic that was only half finished from NaNoWriMo, so that's done and out. It was annoying because it was annoying. It's one of those chapters where it's just, we need to wrap some shit up so we can move on to the next major plot thread. So, cool. The not fun part to write.
Yeah.
But that was, it's fine. It's done. And moving on. That's pretty much it, though. Recommendations. I have one. Does anyone else have one?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
recommend you.
You have one, Kenji?
Yes.
Well, now.
Zero?
I know.
What's
I
age?
mean, I could recommend a manga. That's it for today.
So, Kenshi, what's your recommendation?
It surprised me too when I found it, but I read it today and I liked it, so it's going in here. This is a Fallout 4 fic called Divide by Zero. Shut up, Zero!
I didn't say anything.
You were going to.
I didn't say anything at all.
Anyway, it's basically told from the perspective of some of the companion characters. Mostly to this point, it's been Kate from Fallout 4. It's third person, but it kind of takes more of their perspective than,
So like a third person limited kind of thing.
Yeah. The main character is insane, and he's on drugs, and he's confusing. And he finds Kate at the combat zone, as you do, and that's where it starts. And it's very entertaining so far. I have a feeling whoever's writing this is going to go a few different directions with this. That it's not associated with the main quest, which I'm completely fine with. So I'm looking forward to more of this whenever it shows up. I don't even know how I found it, but I'm glad I did.
Sorry. I just had a really dumb idea for a fic in Fallout 4.
I don't want to share.
So, at some point, after the sole survivor comes out of the vault, some bright spark at the Institute has a brainwave and replaces the sole survivor with a synth. Not realizing the whole thing going on with Father and the sole survivor. So the synth is kind of just, this, okay, I didn't, and just kind of has to play along for the rest of the game.
Well, this is an unfortunate circumstance I find myself in.
So yeah, that was a dumb idea, but it could be a fun one. Up for grabs, whoever wants to take it.
I need to think about the parameters behind that.
Yeah. So I did have a recommendation, which was where is it? It was someone literally dropped this. Master Gamer 98,007. We need to give you a nickname, but in the Discord dropped this about 2.5 hours ago, as of this recording. That will not come out for another 3 hours. And it's called Absolute Power Sucks Absolutely. It is a Young Justice and DC self-insert. It has, as far as I've read so far, it has absolutely nothing to do with the Young Justice side, aside from Batman being Bat-Dad. So what the premise is the main character, the self-insert, basically has omnipotence within 50 meters of themselves. I don't know whether it's a him or a her. So that got discovered by the populace very quickly, and so they get swarmed by people demanding miracles and basically being tormented by them every day because he feels compelled to help because Spider-Man. The Spider-Man thing is just me using shorthand for that motto, not actually part of the story, but it's basically the same kind of modus operandi. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's sad, so understand that before going in, but it's pretty good.
And this actually has my interest. I like the title. These are some good fic recs. I promise you this. I'll make a promise. I'll get an actual recommendation next.
Okay.
Before the year is over.
All right. So that's pretty much an episode. How long have we been going?
An hour.
Yeah, that's good timing. So, thanks everyone. If you'd like to get in contact with and do so through the YouTube channel, through the comments. Also, please like, comment, subscribe, yada yada. Analytics, it's important. Yeah. I don't really pay attention to the numbers because it's depressing to do so now. So
425.
Not those numbers. I mean the views and likes and all that shite. Like, we talk to the people that regularly watch our shit, so that's where I get most of the, nice, warm and fuzzies of the people that like our content. But it would help if people did that kind of stuff. Also, we have the Discord, which is probably why no one comments on our shit anymore. Public, it's in the description. Also, please donate on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Once again, in the description. It's why people we know and like are getting presents this year. Probably, I don't know. It's weird to say, hey, please give us money every week, okay? I have to... So, once again... Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Hello. And goodbye.
Join us next week when we have Mushmouth on.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Hello? Hello and welcome to the...